Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Blevin Robinson with West Coast Cajun Cuisine, and today's video blackened fish with a Cajun cream sauce. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here and you're interested in learning how to cook authentic Cajun cuisine, comfort food, and just about anything for that matter, then you've come to the right place. Click that subscription button and the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now today's video is another video in our fish series. It's the last one, and I thought I'd save the best for last. It's the best recipe to me anyway. This is blackened fish, and we're gonna do a Cajun cream sauce over the top with crab meat in that sauce. It is delicious. It's turned out so good, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna love this. Now you can use any kind of fish for this as well. You can use salmon, any kind of flaky fish like a trout, bass, sea bass, anything like that. Cod, which is what I'm using here today. Some rock cod that I caught deep sea fishing in December with some buddies. It's very susceptible to taking on the flavors of whatever you're using, right? So this cod is a very mild fish. If you use a stronger tasting fish like salmon, for instance, it's still very good. The seasoning and the crust that you're going to form on this fish is going to be phenomenal no matter what kind of fish you use. So I'm going to stop talking and just get straight to the kitchen so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, here's the recipe. Now you can go ahead and take a screenshot. I will also leave this down in the description box below, along with the recipe to show you how to make your own blackened seasoning. Alright, we want to start off by giving these fillets a nice healthy coating of that blackened seasoning. Now I'm only going to season one side of each fillet. If you do both sides, it's just going to be way too much seasoning, and we don't want that. So once you get a nice coating of seasoning on these fillets, I'm going to take a cast iron skillet. I'm going to put it on a medium-high heat, and I'm going to put a nice high smoke point oil in there, about 3 tablespoons. Now I'm using avocado oil. You can use something like a canola oil, vegetable oil, maybe a grapeseed oil, something like that. Now when it comes up to temperature, you're going to barely see that oil start to smoke. And then when that happens, you want to place the fillets seasoned side down in that skillet and just leave it alone for about 3 to 3.5 minutes. And then once that's up, flip them another 3 minutes or so, and you're good to go. Alright, now that we have our fish fillets cooked, what I'm going to do is get set up here to make that cream sauce. And so I have my pan set to a medium heat, and I'm going to add my shallot. And once I get the shallot in there, I'm just going to go ahead and get straight to the garlic and add that in. And once the garlic's in there, I'm just going to give it a quick toss. And what we want to do is just cook it down just to where you can start to smell the garlic till it gets fragrant. We're not trying to color anything. We're not trying to sweat it, just to where it starts to smell. Now once you smell that garlic cooking, add the white wine. And once we get the wine in there, just going to give it a quick mix. And basically what we want to do here is reduce this down. And what it's called is reducing it dry. Now, it's not actually going to be dry, but you're going to reduce the liquid down to just a little syrup, as you can see here. And basically what we did was just concentrated all that flavor. So now what I'm going to do is add my cream. And then once I get the cream in there, I'm just going to start adding the butter. Now I'm going to add the butter just a few cubes at a time, and we're going to start stirring this and get it melted down. And we want this to emulsify, to mix in with this cream. We don't want it to separate. That's why we do it this way. And you need to make sure that this butter is cold. So put it in your refrigerator until you need it. Pull it out. We're going to start adding a little bit at a time until we get to a point that we've added all the butter and it's all well mixed and has made a nice thick sauce. So once we get to that point, what we want to do is we're going to add a little bit of that blackened seasoning that we use to coat our fish in, okay? So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons or so of that seasoning. And then from there, I'm going to give this a good mix, make sure it all comes together and it's well incorporated. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab that crab. Now I've already cut the heat. This crab meat is already cooked. I just want to get it well coated in that sauce. So we're going to go ahead and give this a nice mix and go ahead and give it a taste. Make sure you have enough seasoning in there. If you feel like you need some more, add a little bit more. That's perfectly fine. Now after we get the crab meat coated in the sauce, I'm going to add some parsley. Now I'm using dried parsley flakes. If you have fresh parsley, even better. So we're going to go ahead and get this parsley nice and well mixed in there, well incorporated. And then from here, what we're going to do is just plate this up, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and grab a plate. I'm going to put a fish fillet on there. I'm going to go ahead and spoon some of the sauce over that. Man, this looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish this off with a little bit of green onion. Now from here, you can serve this with any side you want. Go ahead and enjoy. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Blackened fish with a Cajun cream sauce and crab meat. Now, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. Now, next week's video is going to be insane. I'm going to show you what I call a Cajun surf and turf burger. It was incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, if that at all sounds interesting to you, make sure, if you haven't already, click that subscription button and that notification bell so you don't miss it. And while you're here, check out one of these other videos on the channel, and I'll see you there.